Holly says, I found myself trying to distract. What are you avoiding? What are you distracting yourself from? Anybody who's going through this and has something that they're avoiding feeling, like grief, the invitation is to go into it. And I know it's not the place that you want to go into. You want to distract. That's the whole point. Use your movements. Use the slow movements of your body to guide you into the grief. And as you start feeling that grief and experience, keep moving. That movement is going to help facilitate emotion, energy in motion. That movement is going to help you process. It's going to help you move through that grief. It can help you continue with it and move through it rather than blocking yourself. So that is a way that you can use this somatic meditation practice to heal. In my book, I say it's not about feeling good. It's about feeling. The most important thing here is to feel. It doesn't matter what the feeling is. The feeling will heal. Alex says, more slow and controlled, cut off more feeling. Fast and out of control led in feeling fear, nearly panic. Okay, so this is really interesting. The control is cutting you off from feeling. So that tells me you're using muscle and ego to control the movements. So that's going to feel something like, let's see if I can do it. This feels really creepy. Sorry. Very controlled versus, wow, even just going into that place really takes me out. I can't imagine trying to do that in life. It's just, it takes a lot of, wow. I'm going to need a minute just to come down from that. Ooh, yeah, that control. So that feels like these very, almost maybe puppet master. There's a certain archetype and energy in that. So then if you go fast, you have more feeling, but the panic comes in. What you can try is flipping them internally. So I want you to move fast, but feel like you're moving slow. And then go slow, but feel like you're in that panic, fast speed moving. So you energetically, internally are flipping them. The movement is the opposite. Jay says, I read recently that the slower you move your body while talking a bit slower, it gives off more confidence. This is the realm of influence and body language. That's fine. What we're doing here is a lot deeper. What I teach is not about conveying confidence, but actually being confident. If you feel like you're valuable and what you're sharing is valuable, you're valid, you have worth, you deserve people to respect your time, you deserve to be treated well and to be heard, you express your truth and communicate without suppression or censoring, what do those represent? Probably confidence. Those are the things that you want to focus on. A lot of people want to be seen in a certain way. And that goes back to the narcissistic image. I don't want you to be perceived in a certain way. I want you to actually be confident. I actually want you to feel worthy. I actually want you to love yourself. I actually want you to have boundaries and to be respected and to not censor yourself and be confident in being able to tell your truth, regardless of how people perceive you. This is what we want to do. We want to go deeper. Are you guys seeing that this practice, the somatic meditation of just moving slow in your body, how much is in this? How you do one thing is how you do anything. How we show up in our body, how we show up in the movement, is how we're showing up in life. There is so much in these meditations. And there's like times 100 of this in the cinesomatic work that I do. I work with a lot of people one-on-one, but the group work is great because you get to have everybody's experience. If you're in a group with 9 other people, it's like learning 10 times as much as you normally would because you get everybody else's experience. And they might have an opening where you have a block, and you might have an opening where they have a block. I'll have a link up on my website. It's a free study group. We do weekly calls. If you haven't read the book, there's also a free training there that is a summary of the concepts in the book, so you can join us in that group, even if you haven't read the book yet. But if you get this book, Awaken to Your True Self, and you make it to the end, there's an exercise. And in that exercise, I explain a lot of what embodiment is, what cinesomatics is, And there's a whole exercise that you get to do with yourself of using video and your movement and whatever you're stuck with in your life. You start doing the cinesomatic stuff, and it's just, oh my God. It's like Neo in the Matrix. So you just start looking around and say, oh my God, everybody is transmitting the psychic subconscious information all of the time. And there's very few people that can consciously see it. There's a lot of people that are empathic, psychic, that can pick it up at a subconscious level. But when you can actually start seeing it consciously, lucidly, everything is different.